Because it's finished. This debate is finished. Nobody can argue with me anymore that in this church of Jesus Christ, He has appointed one leader. And it is not any other apostle, but it is Peter and Peter alone. Since this is an office of being the head, it continues. Just as being a pastor continues in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. In the same way, being in the office of the Pope continues until Christ comes. So to prove that Peter is the first Pope, then it proves all the way down to Pope Benedict XVI until now. Now, what is the New Testament basis for the headship of Peter? In Matthew chapter 16, verse 19, Jesus Christ gave to Peter the keys. And He said, I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. The question is, who among the 12 apostles was given the keys? Peter alone. What is the meaning of this key? Protestant scholar Muriel Tini writes, key, oriental keys made of wood, figuratively a symbol of authority. So it is a symbol of authority. Isaiah 22, 20 to 22, Matthew 16, 19. Since the keys were given to no apostle save to Peter alone, then Peter was the highest authority. Now let me read Isaiah 22, 15 to 24. It says, Thus says the Lord God of hosts, Come, go to the steward to Shebna who is over the house. Over the house in Hebrew is Al-Bayet, meaning say the prime minister. And say to him, I will trust you from your office. He is deposed, and Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, succeeds him. So the office continues. And concerning Eliakim, it says, I will commit authority to his hand, and I will give him the key of the house of David. So, no doubt, mga kauturan, nga Eliakim is the successor of Shebna, and Eliakim is the prime minister of the Old Testament because he was given the key. In the same way, when Peter was given the key, he is the prime minister of the church. Christ is the king, Peter is the prime minister. Sige.
Okay. Are you ready? Both of you? Okay, start time.
Okay. So, ang una na itong napamangkot sa kay Mr. Intila. Imo gin pamatudan kag gin pirmahan ng ining topic. According to the Bible alone, the papacy was instituted by Jesus Christ. Kag ang ako napamangkot is diin text ko mabasa sa Bible nga nagasiling gin-establish ni Jesucristo ang papacy.
Kung ang imo question na Pastor Loaya, nga ba sa litra po litra, ginsiling ko ng idaan, klaro na.
Wala ako nagsiling nga litra por litra. I'm not saying litra por litra. I am just asking the text which says Jesus Christ established the papacy.
I have given it already in Matthew chapter 16, verse 19. I give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And the background is Isaiah chapter 22, verses 20 to 22. When God gave the keys to Eliakim, He told of Eliakim that he is also a father to Judah. The word father is Pope. Since it is repeated in Matthew chapter 16, verse 19, it has the same meaning. The papacy is found there. The doctrine of the papacy and the office of the papacy is found in Matthew 16:19.
Okay. So, imo gina-insist nga ang Matthew 16:18 amo na siyang starting sa papacy.
16:19.
16:19. Okay, sorry. So, diin da sa Matthew 16:19 nag-mention sa papacy.
Ano na lang gani, silinggo, hindi pagbasa ang litra por litra, kundi understand.
No, I'm not saying litra por
You mean to
litra.
say, hindi pag-understand ang inyong verse?
Okay. Ang aton na pirmahan diri is about the papacy. We're not dealing about the Pope.
The Pope is also
we're not dealing on
papacy.
Peter. Okay, sorry. We are not dealing on Peter. We are dealing on papacy.
Peter is
So,
the
ang atong
first Pope.
napamangkot ari. Diin sa Matthew 16:19 ang word na papacy. So, bisan din na lang ang word, bisan i-changeon mo na lang.
I will explain it to you again and to our brothers and sisters who are listening to us. The Pope is the supreme visible head of the church.
Tingin na, mabasa.
Alright, na-explain ko pa. Di ba may limita? 1 minute.
Sige.
Master Moderator. The Pope is the supreme a visible head of the church. Christ being being the head of the church, give the keys to Peter, and the keys means supreme authority. Therefore, Peter is the supreme authority in this visible church. And that supreme authority is equivalent to papacy.
Okay. So, Mr. Moderator, siguro natapos ng iyang explanation within 1 minute. Ang akong third surgery is the system of the Pope, the system of the Roman Catholic Church, which is the papacy. The proposition is, according to the Bible alone, the papacy was instituted or established by Jesus Christ. Ang akong napamako simple lang, di ina mabasa.
Ano ba sa mag-intindihan? Ano bang intindi natin sa isang case Gilead? The blood supreme authority. Ano is the one given the supreme authority? The blood Peter. And what is the meaning of papacy? Giving of the supreme authority to become the leader of the church. Since Peter is the apostle, and he was alone among the apostles who was given the keys, he is supreme among other apostles, and he is the supreme leader of the church.
Okay. So, wala po gain sabat akong napamangkot. Dito ko matanto ko sa imo ginambal na Peter was the visible head of the church. Di na natiksto.
Alright, when Jesus Christ said to Peter, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. During that time, si Peter, visible or invisible? Visible, therefore he was called the visible leader of the church. When Jesus Christ ascended to heaven, Peter was the one who acted as the visible leader of the church. But behind Peter is Jesus Christ. Peter is the prime minister, Jesus Christ is the king. Peter is the deputy of Jesus Christ. Therefore, Peter was acting in the name of Christ. It can be found in Acts chapter 1 to Acts chapter 15. From Acts chapter 1 to chapter 15, it is all the time authority is exercised by Peter. Masin kasi Paul is higher than Peter, it could never be. Paul, huling saltaran si Paul. So from chapter 16 to chapter 58, it was the story about Paul, because Luke was the companion of Paul. But Luke, as a historian, pointed out that Peter, among the 12 apostles, exercised authority after the ascension of Christ, as proven in Acts chapter 1 to Acts chapter 15. Acts chapter 1, when Jesus Christ ascended.
Tapos na Mr. Moderator yung explanation within 1 minute.
Ito naman timer, wala kang time sa ako, no?
Timer, please don't be, again. Stop. Okay.
Tag 1 minute lang eh.
One minute lang. 1 minute lang ang ano. 1 minute lang. And please, we noted na magka-question mo, it should be answerable by i-qualify yung question para may di kung isa ka argumentong, alin-pinitong, kung kaya ninyo yung nilapumangkot, pinapaligo-ligo.
Okay. Okay.
Can I request, dali na gate, Mr. Moderator, may video to to. Kung video. Okay, hindi na para makita yung mga sura sa ito niya document na. May patay naman. Pila na ito ka minutes na consume ka? Pila na ka minutes? 5 minutes na remaining, 18 minutes ang ato niya question na lang. Sir, ano na hindi makakas? Marble ka rin. Anay pa. At nung si Brother Art mo Thank you, kid, Brother Art. Mr. Moderator, I would like to tell this to you that the question is pabalik-balik. It is repetitious, redundant, and trite. May ba na question, Pastor Luaya?
Okay, wala po pangalan sa question ko. Mga pagitaan mo sa ganong question.
Okay.
So, tabala na ako ng question at least.
Let me speak first.
Okay.
So it is for him to repeat this question. So the better if he wants to answer you the same question, you answer it the same way. So it's nothing to do about it. But the most important thing, you are answering his question. The fact is that he is only going to seize it when he is satisfied to obey his question. The fact that he is not satisfied with this question, so he's keep on asking the same question, you keep on answering this